So in this video, you'll learn some sales principles that you can implement when you're meeting with customers, potential customers, just so you can sell those 8,000 to 15,000 to 30 plus K projects upfront, right? So some of the things that I forgot to mention in the last video are some of the mind hacks that we can capitalize on when we do meet with the customers. Again, the difference between manipulation and influence is that there's the intent. Please use this accordingly. So please use this to really help your clients and not manipulate them. Don't sell them anything that they don't want to buy. Don't sell them anything that's not gonna benefit, that they're not gonna benefit from. Okay? Just wanna put that out there. Anyway, so if you remember the 4 things on that value equation, the dream outcome, the likelihood of achievement, time delay, and effort and sacrifice, right? Those are the 4 things that makes things valuable. So the first things first, dream outcome. I'll talk about this last, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But the likelihood of achievement, you've already shown it at this point, so that part's covered. Time delay, you probably can't make this 1/10 of the time it takes compared to your competitors, so we're pretty much stuck there. And when it comes to effort and sacrifice, you kind of want to minimize this, but you can't probably eliminate it completely, because like you want to make sure, keep it clean, make sure their work, whenever you leave, you're doing good maintenance of the house and not making it worse than when you came in with, that type of hygienic work, that workflow, you know what I mean? So the last thing that I want to talk to you about is a dream outcome. This is the thing that we want to maximize. If you remember that value equation, this is one of the ones on the numerator. So that said, let's talk about why people buy. Let's peel this back a little bit. Why do we want a new backyard? If you think about if you're the resident, why do we want a new outdoor kitchen with a pool? So here's a perception hack. Health, wealth, and relationship. If you can tie what we are buying, if you can tie what they are buying with any of these 3 categories, it is much easier to talk about it because you know what the customer is after. So let's talk about health. We buy expensive things because we want to have some kind of social status, right? Higher social status. Why do you think people buy Gucci bags, Jordans, Mercedes-Benz, and a vacation that they can't afford just to post pictures on Instagram? It's the same thing when it comes to a dazzling backyard. They want people to envy them. They want to have a higher social status. They want to be perceived as wealthy, right? So I want you to think about it in the resident's point of view. They basically just want to have a backyard that can be envied by their neighbors, co-workers, and friends. They want people to say, hey, you have such a nice backyard. They want all the compliments in the world, right? If you can weave this into your conversation, you're probably golden. And yeah, like I can't say much more about this because it's pretty, I hope it's self-explanatory. We all want to have a social status. That's how we evolved as humans. I'm not going to get into why we evolved this way, but maybe that's another video. But it is what it is because it's pretty much survival. This is weaved into our DNA. So if you can cater to that, we can have a easier conversation with our leads to, if they do want to buy that $10,000 pool and they just need a little nudge. And it's good for them too because that you'll do a good job for them, right? So anyway, that said, let's talk about health. So when it comes, let's talk about like why people, I don't know, buy like fencing or a privacy fence. Well, they're probably thinking about they want their kids to be safe inside the fence, or maybe their pets, or they don't want people just looking in to be covered. They don't want some random person, some random crazy person to know what they're doing. So this kind of pertains to health because like this is what they're after. So I hope you can see when I say these types of things, because like these are the reasons why people buy. And the last thing, of course, is relationships. Why do people want to buy like a patio or some kind of like outdoor living room? Well, maybe they want to relax with their wife after a long days of work and drink some wine and, just relax a little bit so they can save their marriage or whatever it is. And hopefully you can see these are probably the common reasons why people buy. There may be, of course, other reasons, but hopefully you can connect the dots here, is what I'm saying. So this is why it's important to ask your customer, your potential customer, what did you have in mind with this project whenever you talk to them at first, or something to that regard. So you can read the intent of what they actually want. This way it gives you something to work with, so you can see what they have in mind. You can see their goal in mind. What are they really after? If you really do it right, you don't have to guess what their dream outcome is. You can have them tell you instead. Also, just a caveat to this. I know what you're thinking. If you sell them a $30,000 package or $50,000 pool or whatever, they might not afford it and they'll just buy from you. Look, I'm not the best person to say this, but but I've seen it time and time again. If the desire is high enough, people would go into debt with this because this is worth sacrificing for. They may take equity out of their home. They may take loans to pay off the debt. They would pay $300 every month for 15 years to pay off that loan to just get this thing. They will do whatever it takes if they want it bad enough. If you make it easier for them to acquire, and you've painted a picture on their mind so vividly and so gracefully that you're the only person that can scratch that itch. Remember, you're the arbiter of their dreams, and you will play a hand in making it happen. And of course, get paid accordingly. So that said, I'm not telling you to manipulate people. I'm just saying this is how people think, and you might as well use it. Because at the end of the day, you do have something good to bring to the table. So let's play the game accordingly. This is the fundamentals of capitalism. One person buys and the other provides, but both says thank you. Because at the end of the day, both of you are giving up something less valuable, so you can give it and get in exchange for something that's more valuable for you, right? That's why both people are saying thank you. Well, that being said, that's it for now, and hopefully you got value out of this, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.